Alright, hello, welcome back to another Bloons Tower Defense 6 video. It's kind of been a very long time since the last video. I kind of lost my interest on this game for a little bit, so I'm back now. There's going to be some really cool updates. I think they're planning a new tower very soon, and there's now this new hero, Roslia, which we will be going through in this video, and it seems like there's quite a few things to look forward to in the game. The last updates have been kind of underwhelming. Nothing too special has happened, at least in my opinion. Corvus was an interesting addition, but that hero is so difficult to use that honestly, what the hell is the point? And I don't think he even is that strong. It's just not really worth using. So this map here that we will be playing today is called Tinkerton. It's not particularly difficult. It's one of the easiest maps of the entire game, so I decided to give myself a bit of a challenge to use Flying Fortress in order to beat it. And if you don't know, Flying Fortress is an extremely expensive tower. It's like 80k to use, so that's going to be incredibly expensive. So let's see if we can beat it that way. I'm sure as hell gonna give it a try here, and well, what I'm trying to do right now is to afford Roslia, but we need the druid upgraded just a little bit before we can actually use her. It's just the way it is with the hero that costs $945, quite a bit. This should be good enough, unless I have really bad RNG. I don't. Okay, good. So you could use any strategy, would be good. Apache Prime would be probably just a much easier strategy, or you could go for some, I don't know, Druid of the jungle. That's not the right upgrade. Spirit of the forest, right? That's the one, I think. Yeah, okay. That's the one you could go for, or whatever. Any 5th tier tower would work pretty well with such an easy map. As you can see, it's very long, and it's just one lane, which means you could always use Perma Spike at the very end here. Another very simple strategy for maps that have only one lane. That's one of the reasons why they're so easy, but... Alright, so we have Roslia right now. I'll be placing her over, I guess over here. Oh, doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is a good enough spot, I think. So, she is an interesting hero for sure. She has a laser gun. That laser is fairly straightforward. It does not work against purple balloons, and it does not work against lead balloons. Kind of expected. And then she also has grenades, so you can kind of choose here what you would like to use. That grenade is bad against black balloons and zebra balloons, so it's kind of expected. It's like a mix of hydro rockets and the laser, I would say. But essentially, she is... I haven't made up my mind how strong she is, but she seems to be a pretty decent hero as long as you have the right towers beside her. All by herself, she isn't honestly that strong, I think. That's the impression I have of her, but she can get very strong. I'm gonna try to not be microing anything whatsoever here. Just gonna have her on grenades, but for the time being. But in order to beat this map, we will definitely need to we'll definitely need to be using a lot of abilities, because again, the Flying Fortress is quite expensive. Before we do anything else, we're gonna place down the ace that we will be using just to get that out of there. Roslia has an upgrade where she will make the ace 5% cheaper at any tiers, mind you, so that is really good. That is actually pretty insane, because once you click on the ace and you go to the Flying Fortress, it's 91k, which is just insanity when you think about it. Like 91k, that's just incredibly expensive. So a 5% discount is just going to be making a massive difference. So that's gonna be our strategy. We also need to worry a little bit about camo. I'll have to place down a ninja before round 24. We will not be able to afford the village in time. So we don't have that much defense as of right now, but we can't be spending too much money either. The money is gonna be quite tight. So even though you could buy more things, I recommend that you don't do that just yet. So yeah, as you can see, the money really is not there, so we would have to go for a ninja. I'm just gonna place it down right away, so I don't forget it for round 24, and then we will be getting the Druid of the Jungle upgrade here as well, to make sure that we can just take care of any balloons, and we can save up for that village, because we needed this village before round 33 for the camos that are coming there. Everything should be relatively easy in the very beginning. What else can I say about Roslia? She does have this for every 10th attack, she gets this like supercharge, which is kind of strong, I guess. But the main thing here is her coordination with aircrafts, right? The monkey aces and halo pilots, they have upgrade costs reduced, and they will fly faster, attack faster, all that stuff. So that's kind of the way you would like to use her, I think. Other than that, for DPS and stuff, Sauda is always going to be just a better choice all around. It's not really... Okay, I gotta pay attention here. Just barely have enough money for that, but just in time, as you can see. But yeah, as I said, Sauda is going to be your best bet for that most of the time, or any other hero, but Sauda is usually the one that you use unless you use Psy. Psy, of course, with infinite range, is usually one of the better ones, and unless you're going for some bomb or water towers with Raquel, really isn't too many heroes that you do use. Like, you never see Open or Twinsy or whatever. That's kind of rare unless you have to place down a very cheap one, which you have to do occasionally. But let's get some more firepower up in here. We're not paying attention at all. We're almost at around 40 and we're just killing everything. This grenade is really good, at least against most of the things that we're getting here. Yeah, okay, good. Let's go for a centered path, more darts, and then we will be going for the bottom path right afterwards. So yeah, as you can see, things are going to be a little cheaper, and that is of great help. It's not that much cheaper, but it still does make a fairly big difference. So never miss targeting for round 40, but we can use this jetpack and then this, and that's it. Very easy. He does look a little bit close, but honestly it isn't. This map is very long, and that's another reason why the Spectre is going to be extremely strong. You will see that once we get the Spectre on the pitch here, it's going to last until like round 92, I believe. It's kind of crazy how expensive this stupid Flying Fortress is, but it is incredibly expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna be boosting the Ace here. I'm gonna try to. I did boost Roslia in the test run I did have, but I'm gonna avoid doing that right now. I think. Just want to make sure I actually place. Fuck it, I'll just place it in here. Who cares? Berserker Burst, strongest symbol, and faster throwing. We're gonna buff both of them. Why not? It's not a bad thing to buff Roslia either, but yeah, in this in this map you should just be using any meta strategy. Anything that's good, you could probably get away with almost every single strategy. Again, when the map is so long, you do have a lot of options, and when there's only one lane, most towers who at least do some damage against TDTs and OATs and all that are going to be acceptable. Like, I'm pretty sure MAD would be possible as well on this map for sure. Maybe there's some sort of... no, it's not even a problem with line of sight either. So, yeah. And as you can see, we're just killing it. We don't have any... we don't really have too many upgrades, and we have these abilities here. Again, what this does is that every plane or every aircraft flies faster for a time, and then also Roslia flies faster as well. It's very quick, so that's just after 10 seconds. We can use it again, like we can use it constantly. It's a very, very good ability. This one also pretty good, these rockets. So she seems good, but On her own, she isn't that good. There's definitely heroes that are more impressive than her, but with the aircraft synergy, that's a very powerful synergy, I think. So I'm quite curious to see exactly how she is going to affect the meta going forward. I think she may be a part of that eventually, for sure, but in any case, she is at level 9. She doesn't level up that fast. She is she's leveling up at medium speed, so she does not reach level 20 after round 100, similar to Azili. So that is one thing to keep in mind, and also the upgrades. There are certain levels where she gets like significantly stronger. I think level 13 is one, level 17 maybe was the other. Can't remember, but it's time for the Spectre, and as you can see, the Flying Fortress is no longer costing as much as 93k. It's now at 87. That is a pretty sizable discount, but still, look at that price is quite insane. 87k, and we're at round 61 already, so there is a lot of money we need to save up, especially because we also need the MIB as well for the round 90, so Roslia can attack those DDTs. Kind of important that we have that available, so it is a lot of money that we need to save up for, but essentially it's going to be peanuts until we reach the middle 80s, when we will actually need to be using the various abilities. But the grenades get significantly stronger than the laser eventually, due to Roslia after level 13. She gets these cluster grenades, and they're just very powerful. And anyway, the Spectre is going to be more than good enough to deal with the Moabs anyway, so the laser is not really going to be that necessary. Now there's this new ability here called Kinetic Charge. It basically attaches itself to one of the Bloons, usually the Moabs, and then it kind of accumulates some sort of energy, and then it explodes. So it's pretty good. The abilities are decent enough, but again, she does struggle on her own. But she's not really going to be on her own anyway, so I don't really know why I'm mentioning that so much, but you definitely would need the correct synergy in order for her to be very powerful, that's for sure. So I'm not sure where I would rank her out of all of the heroes, but she is a little bit expensive. Sauda, again, is just so incredibly good. The fact that she has camo, the fact that her abilities, they cover the entire screen. She has really high DPS, and even at like, if she's more of an early game hero, you could argue she is still very good late game. Like, she gets a huge amount of pops, so it's kind of hard to match that, to be honest. But we will see if Roslia is going to shake up the hero meta. At least it's kind of interesting. She may be performing well at like a map like Ravi, maybe. It remains to be seen. Geraldo, of course, is still... I think he was nerfed this update, but yeah, he was, I think, wasn't he? Yeah, honestly, I can't remember. I haven't really been looking at the patch notes too much, but this is just the first map, and since it's so incredibly easy, I just thought I would have some fun. I don't think this is a guide you should follow or anything like that, because, well, the strategy is a little bit risky, considering that this map is so easy. You're not really gaining anything from risking it with something so expensive. Like, again, at this rate, you would be close to having the Apache Prime, which would demolish everything on this map for sure, as long as you get some support towers afterwards. That would be like the simplest way to beat this map, I think, or whatever, perma-spike, or whatever you want to do. There's just so many things you could do. That would be an easier way to beat it, but let's try to have some fun and see how this aircraft synergy is going to work out, because it does work out really well. As you can see, nothing is remotely close to reaching the exit, so that Flying Fortress is really, really good, but again, it's gonna take until the early 90s before we get it, so that is very late, and there are some dangerous rounds, especially around 92, is very scary, and I think we get it at round 93 if I'm not mistaken. So it's because we gotta buy this stupid MIB. We don't get, we barely not have enough for the Flying Fortress before that. at least that's what happened in my Chimps run. So let's see what happens. I probably could have made it cheaper one way or another, but not sure if the Ninja. It's kind of sufficient camo popping power though. It's not like the Ninja is that expensive. It's like $500, $430. So yeah, let's just use it. And here we are at round 80, so it's time to focus just a little bit. And as you can see, things are gonna get a little bit further here. So one thing that's crucial, and that is this jetpack ability here, where everything flies faster, is going to be absolutely crucial. We're going to be spamming that pretty much very soon. And also these rockets here, they are very vital for the group Bloons and the group Moabs that we will be seeing soon as well. But as you can see, nothing is getting through just yet. But now Roslia has reached this level 13 when she gets these clusters. They are going to be doing a lot of damage, as you are about to see very soon. So there we go. Let's see, 83. We need like 25k more, which is honestly crazy when you think about it. 25k more we need in order to afford the Flying Fortress. I haven't used any abilities yet though. That surprises me a little bit. Maybe I can wait a little bit more. I don't think it's necessary to use it. They're not exactly getting particularly far just yet. Okay, 71k, 15,000 to go. Maybe I overestimated it. Okay, with this Oh My God, we can use the, or COMG. Oh My God is, that's what Super Jump was always saying, I think. I used to watch his videos when I was like 15. Maybe a little bit older. I think it was back in high school. You can use this just to see it, but again, we don't really need it. The Spectre is incredibly good, and even better once you use this jetpack ability. And as you can see, it gets back up there very quickly, but round 87, that is kind of a scary one, so I'm going to be using abilities here. Just do a lot of damage to the Moabs, but again, not a problem, and we are approaching that 87k with very rapidly right now. But as you can see, the Bloons are getting a little bit further. But again, no problem just yet. So let's just use the jetpack, because why not use it? Let's use this. Let's even use this. Throw everything we can. Yeah, it's gotta be barely not, and we need that MIB for round 90, unfortunately. But yeah, we're getting more Moabs in here, they're getting further, fortified Moabs, and we barely do not have enough for that. So we need an MIB for the round 90, just so Roslia can pop those. The DDTs, they do get not that far, but a little bit, you know. But round 91, this is when things do get quite spicy in here, so we need this ability. Let's get for this one. Grab the missiles, and that is pretty much it. Ooh. Things are getting further than what I remembered, but then again, I didn't use the kinetic charge ability that I have here. Let's use the jetpack once again. So all you gotta do is just click on these abilities. Not a problem. But as you can see, we're getting dangerously close, and it's around 93 coming up very soon. And we still don't have enough for that Flying Fortress just yet, but we will have enough. In just a moment here, we have the jetpack ability if we need it, but we don't really need it, but let's just use it right now. Let's use this. There we go. That jetpack ability is quite important for the round 93 DDTs, I guess I should mention that. I guess it's kind of obvious, but there we go. There's a Flying Fortress, and that's GTs. So it's not like this is... maybe it was a little bit exaggerated to say that it was kind of a risky strategy, but in comparison to the others, it's a little bit easier to lose this way, I guess. And now, of course, you can add whatever you want. You can go for like this Alchemist. You can go for whatever, Blue Gunner, maybe. Whatever the hell you want to do, it doesn't really matter. It's not gonna make much of a difference anyway. Because the Flying Fortress is expensive, but it is incredibly strong. It's going to demolish everything extremely easily, especially if you make it fly even faster with the jetpack, which you can do pretty much every 15 seconds or so. Which is really fast, because it lasts quite a long time too, so it's technically you have to wait like maybe, yeah, 15 seconds is about right, something like that. There's around 99, not a problem whatsoever, and that is going to be around 100. And that's gonna be it. It's an incredibly easy map, probably one of the easiest in the game. I think it's definitely one of the easier ones on the beginner side too. But yeah, Roslia, she doesn't pop that many balloons, but these grenades are pretty good against the Moabs. The Alchemist got 30k already. It's crazy. But yeah, that is more or less about. That is more or less it. Kind of a simple map, as I said, but again, it's just gonna be this introduction. Maybe I'll go back. I have quite a few maps I gotta do. Like if we go back here, I would need to complete Glacial Trail. I haven't even done this one once. I would have to do Dark Dungeons, which I have only done on the orange black border, but I haven't gotten the black border. Why is it marked orange? Is it because of the oh, it could be because I did it on Impossible, but I haven't done it on Chimps. Then I have the silver on Ravine, because that's the only thing I'm missing. Yeah, so there's quite a few maps I need to do. Like if I go further back here, Erosion is one I haven't done. Dark Path. I've done it on Chimps, but did I ever make a video on it? I can't remember. There's also Castle Revenge. I haven't touched that map yet. So I've been absent from this game for quite a while. Sulphur Springs is another one that I'm yet to do. It's not that many, quite a few, but this is Tinkerton, and it is a very easy map, as you can see. It wasn't exactly something that was difficult, but that is it. So if you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't enjoy, feel free to leave a negative comment in the comment section. It's not like I do this professionally or anything like that, but I'll try to return with some more BTD6 content. I really love doing it, so let's see. But at least that is this map, so thanks for watching and have a good day.